Hi, Happy New Year. I've been planning to do this video and finally got around to doing it. This is the interesting one. This is about self-love. How to love yourself. I know how it feels to deeply hate myself, so I want to help those who don't love themselves. I hope these methods help. I am not a professional. Take what I say with a grain of salt. This may or may not help you in your efforts to learn to love yourself. I would advise seeking professional help if you really want to learn how to love yourself. This may also not work for those who suffer from a mental illness who clinically cannot control their thoughts, but it does not hurt to try. These are just methods of some of which I've made up myself and used, as well as some I've learned from other places. A warning I must give is this video may or may not bring you to a dark place with some of the questions that are asked. This video is not meant to hurt you, but this video is meant to lift you up and make you see that you are worthy of being loved and capable of loving yourself. It may not work for everyone, but I hope it helps someone. Before you start, I want you to consider if you are in the mental capacity to go through with this. It may be tough, it may hurt. You will be questioned why you don't love yourself and why. If you are ready, please continue watching. If you are not, come back to the video when you are. This is not to shame you. This is just to make sure that you don't do anything you're not ready for. Please take your time. If you are ready, we're going to start with a couple of instructions before we get into the video. Please have a piece of paper and something to write with. When the word pause comes on the screen, you may pause the video and do what was instructed beforehand. I hope some of these methods help, and I wish you well. Method 1. Why do you want to love yourself? Question 1. Why do you want to love yourself? Write it down. Some suggestions to get the mind rolling are: maybe you want to love yourself. Maybe you're not happy. What else is it? Write it down. Question 2. What is stopping you from loving yourself? Write it down. Maybe it's your own thoughts. Maybe it's the things people tell you. Maybe it's the things people don't tell you. What is it? Write it down. Question 3. How can you start to counteract these thoughts? Some suggestions would be: when the negative thoughts come up, try to make a conscious effort to stop yourself and try to change it to a positive thought. When you think you're ugly, tell yourself, I am beautiful. When you think I'm not worthy of being loved, tell yourself, I am worthy of being loved. It's not easy, I know. But don't let the negative thoughts run your life. Don't allow what others say define your self-worth. You define your own self-worth. You are the best thing. You deserve to feel that. You make that a reality. Tell yourself that. Method 2. Best friend. If you could have the greatest best friend in the world, what quality would you want in that person? Write it down. Are you any of those things? Do you want to? If so, how would you become that person? Write it down. And make a plan to be that person that you need for yourself. If you wouldn't let your best friend say bad things about themselves, why are you doing it to yourself? Method 3. Love and hate. This may be tough, but write down the things you hate about yourself on a piece of paper. Now on another piece of paper, write the things that you like about yourself. If you can't think of anything to write down, I want you to do this part with someone close to you who loves you. A best friend, a lover, a parent, whoever that might be. Now I want you to pick up the paper with the things you hate about yourself. Rip up that piece of paper. They are not allowed to define you. They will not hold you back. Do not let them. They play no part in what makes you a great person. It hinders you and it holds you back. They should have no place in your head. I want you to pick up the piece of paper that has all the things that you love about yourself, or the things that a person told you that they love about you. Read it out loud. Keep the paper somewhere you will see it every day. Read it every day and be mindful of these qualities. You are worthy of being loved. You are. Method 4. Mirror talk. When you wake up, look in the mirror and tell yourself what you most need to hear, whatever that may be. What is it that you wish someone would say to you to encourage you? Say it to yourself the moment you wake up. Start the day on a positive note every day. Make it a habit. Make it almost a reflex. Never miss out on a day. Your mindset won't change overnight. It takes time. But the more you tell yourself something, the more you create a habit of telling yourself that thing. Make that thing positive. Get rid of the habitual negativity that you tell yourself and create it into a positive one. It's a lot better to say it out loud so that you can hear it for yourself. Say it until you believe it. Even if you don't believe it, scream it if you have to. Tell yourself, I am beautiful, I am handsome, I am worthy, I am intelligent, I am creative, I am amazing, I am worthy of being loved. I love me. Whatever it is that you do not like about yourself, tell yourself the opposite of that until you believe it. Method 5. Surround yourself in a loving environment. Something that may help you love yourself is to surround yourself in a loving environment, full of people who will tell you what is and not what you think. People who will construct you and not destruct you. Be around those of which will tell you the greatest parts about yourself when you can't believe it yourself. Do not push them away. Fall in love with the words that they tell you that make you great. Fall in love with the greatness that they tell you about yourself. Fall in love with who they see you to be. One day you will fall in love with that person too. You will fall in love with you, and you'll be able to see that you are someone worthy of being loved. That you can love yourself. You can. Loving yourself isn't easy. It's not. It's a process. You may feel discouraged if it doesn't work as fast as you want it to. Nothing worth anything is easy. But never give up. You're your own worst enemy. The thoughts you let enter your head are yours, and you should be the one to control those thoughts. You wouldn't let your friend talk negative about themselves, so why the heck would you do it to yourself? You are a lovely individual, worthy of being loved, capable of loving yourself. It will be hard, but it's not impossible. Keep at it. I hope these methods helped. And keep going. You are worthy of love, and you can love yourself. Believe it. Comment below if you have any other methods. Leave them in the comment section to help those who do not love themselves. Thank you in advance. I hope you watching this learn to love yourself, and good luck. Take care of yourself. Hello, Mindblazer here. I'm new to this whole YouTube thing. I hope to inspire, motivate, encourage, and talk about ideas both old and new. You can follow me on Facebook as Mindblazer. Also, you can follow me on Twitter at blazer_mind. Thank you. Keep your mind ablaze and take care of yourself.